Hi, my name is Stephanie O'Brien, content writer, group program design specialist, and business coach. Today, I'd like to talk about one of the problems people run into when they're trying to sell their offer, and that is when it takes more than one sales call to make the sale, but the prospect drops off in between calls. Maybe you had a great call, maybe it kind of left off on a so-so note. Either way, you never did get that next call. So here are a couple of strategies you can use to keep that from happening. One of those strategies is to make sure that you get the next call scheduled while the first call is still in process. So at the end of the first call, you could say, hey, it was a great call. I'm really glad that we met. I want to make sure that we keep in touch. I don't want us to slip through the cracks. So let's get the next call scheduled right now. So I've got time available next week at 2 o'clock on Wednesday, 3 o'clock on Thursday, 1 o'clock on Friday. Which of those times works best for you? And see if you can get them to pull up their calendar and schedule the next call right then while they're on the call with you. So if you can get that call scheduled while you're still talking, it's much more likely that they'll actually show up on the call instead of just you sending an email to schedule the next call and never getting an answer. So that's one of the ways that you can make sure that the ball keeps rolling and you end up having a sale. The other way is to make sure that on at least one of the calls, all the decision makers are present. One of the issues is sometimes you're talking to a business where there are two partners or more than two partners. So you talk to one of the partners and you got a great conversation going, you have a great rapport, they're excited about your offer, they're ready to go, but then they go and talk to their other partners and they just don't know your offer as well as you do. They don't know your sales process, they don't know how to overcome objections, they don't know how to have a fully memorized list of the features, and they don't know how to answer any questions that came up that might not have been covered on your call. So at that point, the conversation, which had been going great until then, falls apart. And even if they were excited about it, they might end up getting vetoed and having to tell you no. So even if the first conversation has to happen with just one of the partners or with a gatekeeper, sometimes I've had conversations with, say, a person's assistant before I actually get to talk to the business owner. Once you've had that initial conversation, see if you can set up a conversation where all the decision makers are present. And that way, you can make sure that you, the most knowledgeable person about your offer, is present to answer all the questions, to deal with the objections, and to discuss any options that they may need to explore to make sure that it's a good fit for them. So I hope those two strategies are helpful for you. If they were, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So please let me know if they were helpful, or if you have any questions about how to implement this or about other ways to make sure that people actually get on the next call with you. Please feel free to ask those questions in the comments. Also, if you need more help to connect with your potential clients, to describe your offer in ways that they find attractive, interesting, and compelling, to overcome objections, and to get them to actually make the decision and make the purchase, I encourage you to check out my ebook that I co-authored with Matt Radin, Get More Referrals and Make More Sales, How to Get Your Referral Marketing Done For You and Turn More Leads into Paying Clients. So I hope you found all that helpful, and I hope to hear from you soon. In the meantime, have an amazing day.